Hey everybody, Pastor Kevin here, Friday afternoon, October 1st, 2010. And my bird Pepe has been singing very loudly in the back, so you're going to enjoy some background music probably during this video. But I wanted to just say thank you so much for all of your hard work in youth ministry and for your time and your commitment. It means so much to us, and you are loved and appreciated, and Planet Impact and our ministry to students would not exist without you. So I want you to know that we really do appreciate you today. Wanted to share with you a few thoughts on building trust with students. So crucial to successful youth ministry. And these thoughts are not original with me. They come from my friend Peter Vanacore, who is nice enough to share them with us and ask us to pass them along to you. Peter was a long-term youth worker here on Long Island with Youth for Christ and youth mentoring, and currently lives up in Massachusetts, where he's training mentors to disciple kids for Christ. And so he's a great guy and really brings his expertise, so we appreciate him letting us share these with you. Peter wanted to talk to us about building trust with students, and he really basically says it all comes down to relationship building, and face-to-face time with kids is what we always preach, is that it's all about relationships. And so he gives us 4 things that we can do to really build trust with kids, and you can remember it real simple. Just remember the word face and use that as an acronym. The first thing is to have fun. This is the greatest privilege and joy of youth ministry. It's the easiest thing that we do, is just to have fun with kids. And I want you to know that having fun is not unimportant, and it's not unspiritual. It's a very spiritual thing, and it's crucial to successful youth ministry. So having fun with kids, and there's some things that we can do to have fun and build trust with kids. First of all, be willing to learn from kids something that they're good at. Maybe that's a video game. Maybe that's inviting them to show you how to use the latest technology of something, and just being humble enough to admit you don't know it all and that you can learn something from a kid goes a long way. Second, be willing to share something you're good at with a kid. Maybe that's sports, maybe that's cooking, maybe that's music, whatever. Be willing to share that with the kids. Invite them into something you're good at. A third thing that you can do is to learn something together. Maybe it's something neither of you are good at or neither of you have done before, but say, hey, let's try this together. That's a great way to have fun and build trust with a kid. The second letter is A, and that stands for acceptance. Listen, kids are going to come to us in all kinds of conditions, and accepting does not mean condoning everything a kid does. But it does mean that we embrace them where they're at, not expecting them to change in an instant or overnight before we're willing to embrace them. Jesus does this with us, doesn't he? He says, come to me and I'll clean you up. Not clean up and then come up, as I say, but come up and I'll clean you up. So we have to be willing to accept kids where they're at. It doesn't mean condoning everything that they do, but it does mean that we can help break down their stereotypes that adults don't appreciate and accept me for who I am, but based on what I do. And we need to break that and show kids that we're not just about the churchy kids, but we're about embracing kids where they're at without a spirit of judgmentalism. And so just remember that judging always kills trust. And so we got to build that trust by saying we embrace you as you are, and we expect that things will change over time, but that's not a condition of our acceptance. So have fun, accept kids where they're at. The C stands for consistency. I've said this to many of you before. If you can't do anything else, just show up and be consistent with it, because that means so much to students. When they have different adults in their lives who promise the world to them and then don't deliver, maybe they're from a divorced home, and dad says, I'm going to pick you up this weekend, and then he doesn't show up. Or they say, we're going to go on family vacation, but then mom and dad get so consumed with work and they cancel the vacation. That inconsistency just breeds an expectation in their minds that adults are going to let them down. So just by us being faithful and consistent goes a long way. So be consistent. And the E stands for expectations. Have high expectations for kids. Show them that you really believe in them and you believe the best for them, that you believe that they can do it. By showing up at their game and cheering for them, showing up at their concert and cheering for them, maybe showing up at the play and just saying, man, I believe in you. You're doing a great job. And when we invest our face time with kids by having fun, by accepting them where they're at, by being consistent and breathing life and expectations into them, letting them know we believe in them, that just goes a long way to build trust with kids, and it really opens the door for transformational youth ministry. So those are some things that we can do to build trust with kids. I hope that challenges you, inspires you, and gives you something to think about, and more importantly, something to act on this month. Thanks again, guys, for your time and your commitment, and I just love working with you and trust that this is helpful. Bless you.